Today I'm going to show you how I made these faux patriotic pretzels. These are some of the supplies that we are going to be using. I picked up this Model Light air drying clay at Walmart, so we're going to be using some of this clay here. I also have a toothbrush that I'm going to be using. And then I have these bath salts that I picked up at Dollar Tree. I picked out the lavender out of these bath salts. That's the only thing I had to create my salt. And here is what it looks like when you crush your salt, because you're going to be using this for the salt for the pretzels. I also have some of this puffy paint. We're also going to use some Mod Podge in gloss, and then this apple barrel nutmeg brown. Then I had this random bright yellow color that I'm going to be using as well. Don't know where I got that from. And then this harvest orange apple barrel as well. We're also going to be using some of these sprinkles. I picked these up at Hobby Lobby. These were the only colors they had, this colorful color, but they didn't have any patriotic colors. So I picked them up anyways because I want to use these sprinkles. We're also going to be using some of this caulking that I picked up at Dollar Tree and some glitter. And this glitter is really pretty, and I picked this up at Walmart. I'm also going to be using these from Dollar Tree as sprinkles as well. I'm not sure what they're called, but you can find them at Dollar Tree. And then I'm also going to be using these colors for my pretzels, the cardinal red and the deep navy. Okay, so now let's begin. So we're going to go ahead and grab a piece of our clay, and it's going to be the size about an egg, and then you're just going to condition your clay, and then you're just going to start rolling it out into a thin, long piece of clay, and we want it to be about 19 inches long. And now we're going to go ahead and stretch it just a little bit, and then we're going to start to form our pretzel. So as you can see here, I just do one little twist, but you can do two. I did two on another one, but you can do one little twist like you see me doing here. And then you're going to bring that down, and then you're going to start to shape your pretzel. It's that simple. Press together the ends of your pretzels, and that's how easy it is to shape this pretzel. Now we're going to go ahead and do our pretzel rod, and this piece of clay is the size of a golf ball, and you're just going to roll it out till you get it to about 7 inches, and then if you have any extra clay, then you can just pinch it at the end, but you want about 7 inches. So I forgot to mention that the toothbrush is to make little indentations on your clay when it's still wet. Unfortunately, I forgot, and I let my clay dry for 24 hours, so now it's nice and hard. But when your clay is still damp, you want to go ahead and add some texture to your rods or your pretzels by using the toothbrush. It's not absolutely necessary, but if you want to make it a little more realistic, then I recommend that you do this step. But I just completely forgot about it. So now I'm going to paint my pretzels. I'm going to try to get my fake pretzels as close as I possibly can to the natural color of a real pretzel. And so I'm just going to start mixing my paints, the Mod Podge and the caulking, to get it to the color that I want. There is no ratio for this. This is entirely up to you on how you want your color to come out. These are fake, so there's going to be similar to a real pretzel, but they're supposed to be fun. So I'm just going to keep playing with the color to see the consistency and color that I want. So after I'm done getting the color that I want, I'm going to paint the bottom part of my pretzels. And I apologize in advance, I did not show you when I crushed the salt. But I'm going to go ahead and put the Epsom salt on here, and to make it look like realistic salt. And I'm only doing the rods, only that little bottom part of the rod. I'm not painting the whole rod. because it's going to be a different color at the top. So here are my pretzels. They're completely dry. The paint finally dried. It doesn't take too long to dry, but as you can see, look at how pretty this pretzel looks. I did the double knot on this one, as you can see, and on this one I did the one knot, and I only did half on that pretzel. The other side is going to be painted a different color, and I love the way it looks with the fake salt and the glitter. Love, love, love it. So here's a pretzel I did last night. I think it came out so cute, and I used those Hobby Lobby fake sprinkles. I love them. Too bad they didn't have them in a patriotic color. And then here's this pretzel rod that I did with the Dollar Tree sprinkles that I used on here. I love it. So now I'm going to go ahead and mix my paint here, and this is supposed to be like a blue colored chocolate for my pretzel rod. And again, this is to your consistency, your liking, whatever color you want to do. I'm just doing this blue color because I thought it looked really patriotic. I love this color. And I'm just going to paint the front and the back of my pretzel. And then here, I was going to show you guys, I was going to do like white chocolate drizzle, but I did not wait for it to dry. And here's a tip: let your paint dry before you do this, because you're going to see right now, it kind of runs on me. The white blends into the blue. So don't do this. So I'll move on to the next pretzel. So now that I learned from my mistake, I'm going to go ahead and move on to my pretzel rods, and I'm going to add like chocolate drizzle on there. And this paint is from Dollar Tree, as I'm showing you here. And then I have this red paint here. And you can use these from Dollar Tree or buy the puffy paints, whatever you prefer. But now that my pretzel rods are dry, I'm going to go ahead and add like fake chocolate drizzle on my pretzel rods. I also forgot to tell you guys that when you do your pretzels, let them dry overnight for 24 hours at least, so that way you don't have a problem on them bending on you. So make sure that your clay dries for 24 hours. So here we go. We're going to go ahead and start adding our chocolate onto our pretzels, or our fake chocolate onto our pretzels. So while your paint is still wet, go ahead and add your glitter, your sprinkles, whatever you want to add to it, but make sure it's still wet when you do this step so it'll stick on here. I just love the way these are coming out. So now that they're dried, if you have any extra dried paint like you see here on the pretzel, you just can use some scissors and just cut it right out. And it's that simple. But look at how cute these pretzels are. So on this pretzel here, I just used some brown paint to make it look like chocolate, and then I added some, I think it's purple glitter that I had onto it. You can't really tell, it's just dark glitter, but it looks so pretty. And then on this one, I just had fun with it. I did the colors of our flag on here, and I think they're just so adorable. And remember, friends, these are supposed to be fun, so have fun with it. Let your imagination run wild, and I absolutely love these. So let me show you where I'm going to put these at. So here are my faux pretzels. I just put them inside my curio cabinet for now. I might change them later, put them somewhere in my kitchen in the counter. But aren't these so cute and patriotic? I just love them. These are so easy to do, and they're so much fun to do. And honestly, friends, I did not come up with this idea. I have seen this on YouTube, and other content creators have made some, but I put my spin on it. So I want to thank you for watching, friends. I hope you guys create some of your own, and I will see you guys in the next video.